What's good, YouTube? I go by Cam Chillin', but you can just call me Cam. We got some NBA free agency news. News has been going a bit crazy for the most part, especially when it comes to my team, of course. Now, I have some mixed feelings about what my team has done, but we're going to talk about them a little later. But we are going to be going through all the moves that went down to the NBA after the NBA Finals that happened a couple weeks ago, and after the NBA draft. Now, I didn't really watch the NBA draft because I didn't really watch any college basketball, and I don't really know any of the basketball players coming out of the draft, to be honest with you. Besides maybe Cooper Flag. The only thing I heard about Cooper Flag is that I guess he's like the best player available in the NBA draft. But either there, I didn't watch any college basketball. I've been thinking about maybe I should look into it so maybe I can have a better understanding for this NBA draft in the future. But regardless, the NBA draft, the NBA Finals, we're just weeks past. We are going to be looking through all of the news. This is me going on I am on my Twitter account right now. And I'm guessing this is the NBA reporter, Shams Karania. He's the guy who breaks down majority of the news that went down in the NBA, particularly in this free agency. So, without further ado, we're going to start with this one here. It says, Dallas Mavericks player development coach God Shamgod. Very impressive they have the name God in there twice. Anyways, God has agreed to join the Orlando Magic as an assistant coach. Andy Miller of Clutch Sports tells ESPN. Okay. Any Mavericks fans watching? How do y'all feel about this? Oh yeah, this I did see. Lakers and DeAndre Ayton reached an agreement on a 2-year deal. Let's take a look at this.
Free agent center DeAndre Ayton has reached agreement on a 2-year deal to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, I noticed that the Lakers has been very quiet throughout this NBA free agency. I don't know if it's unusual or anything like that, but they have been very, very quiet until this news broke down. And I'll say that's a decent signing. I knew that they needed a center, DeAndre Ayton, and at least they have him. I think he's like, 25, I believe? 25? I'm picking him up for me of the Portland Blazers. That was just a poverty at this point. I mean, no offense to the Blazers. I know they're trying to build something, but they're just not very good. Like, at all. At all. At least he's going to be going to hopefully a contender, say, because they did lose some pieces. Like D'Angelo Russell. Harry Hachimura, is he still on the team? I think he is, but he might have been gone. They lost some other pieces in there as well, so if this is going to be the last year we're ever going to see LeBron James, hopefully it'll be a good one. So we're going to see how that's going to turn out, but let's finish the rest of this video.
So Lakers have found their big man, their center, after 2 days into free agency. And now they have the number 1 and number 3 pick from the 2018 NBA draft with DeAndre Ayton and Luka Doncic. I'm told the Knicks, Clippers, Bucks, Pacers, Cavs, and Nuggets all had interest in Ayton before his decision to sign with the Lakers. Multiple teams also reached out to Portland Trailblazers general manager Joe Cronin after the buyout of Ayton on Sunday. And I'm told they all got rave reviews of him as a teammate. But listen, the pressure now is on in Los Angeles to build a winner, a contender around Luka Doncic and LeBron James. They've needed a center. Rob Pelinka, the president of basketball operations, he's spoken since the end of last season. We need to find a starting center, someone that can serve as a lob threat for Luka Doncic. 2 days into free agency, Rob Pelinka, DeAndre Ayton's agents, reached an agreement on a 2-year deal with a player option for the big man to be in LA.
All right, there you have it. If there's any Lakers fans watching this, how do y'all feel about this move? And with this move, how far do you think the Lakers are going to go? Okay, I think I've seen this. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton. Yeah. Okay, we got free agent Dante Exum agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the Dallas Mavericks. I guess that's a 7-day casual right there. We got Spencer Dinwiddie. I heard of him. A 1-year deal. He's a decent player. But okay. It's a decent sign for the Hornets. Still doesn't mean they're going to be going anywhere close to the playoffs. There. I mean, they're still not going to be very good, but that's still a solid signing there. 14 points, 6.5 assists, 6.2. I'm curious what's up with these 0.3, 0.2. Like, what does that mean? 1.3. All this. They hired a head coach. Hang on. I'm gonna take a look at this for a second.
Oh, and Sean, breaking news coming out of New York. What do you got for us?
I'm told 2-time NBA head coach of the year Mike Brown is expected to be named the next New York Knicks head coach, and this comes after Mike Brown had his second formal interview with the Knicks this week, and this time with owner James Dolan on Tuesday. And the job now.
Hey, congratulations to him, though.
Leon Rose began this head coaching search about a month ago when they fired Tom Thibodeau. They requested permission and were denied.
I'm still confused about the previous coach that the Knicks decided to get rid of. Like, I remember, I was reading something about the Knicks that they haven't gone to a conference series since, like, way before I was born. Way before I was born. Like, this is the first time that the Knicks made it to a conference series for that long. And they still got rid of him. Like, I'm still confused about that move. Like, I still don't get it. But I think this is a good replacement right here. Although I would have never get rid of Thibodeau, I think his name is. I still would have never gotten rid of him.
By 5
but at least that's a good
coaches,
replacement.
And then they started their process of interviewing several available coaches. They went through multi-round stages. And now Mike Brown, he's a 4-time champion as an assistant coach. I mean, he's coached a vast array of superstar talent across 3 decades as an NBA assistant and head coach. LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, De'Aaron Fox, and Domantas Sabonis most recently. And in 2022-23, he had the top-rated offense in the NBA. The Knicks are obviously hoping for that same type of adaptability and offensive creativity this upcoming season around Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns.
All right, Knicks fans, if any Knicks fans are watching this, how do y'all feel about this? You think this is the right move for the Knicks to do, or do you think they still should have never got rid of Thibodeau, their head coach? I still can't believe the Knicks would do that, even though they made it to their first championship series or conference final series since, you know. Top assistant. Okay, they're just talking about who Bruce Brown was. I'm going to try to go down as fast as I can. Oh, this right here, yo. This is wow. SGA in the third region a record $285 million Supermax contract. Shout out to SGA, man. This is like his greatest year of all time. Like, literally. I mean, he won the MVP. He got himself a ring. And now he gets this extremely high Supermax contract. That's almost $300. How are these front offices... Look, where are they getting this money from? Where are they getting all this money from? Like, I don't get it. Now, obviously, this is definitely well-deserved. Bro, that's almost 300 M's. That's almost 300. I don't know if I ever seen a contract like that. But, hey, he deserves every single penny.
Seasons in NBA history. But how did the Thunder reward him for that? Today, some big news.
Malika Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning NBA MVP, Finals MVP, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have reached agreement on a 4-year, $285 million super maximum contract extension. That makes him the highest annual paid player in NBA history. He got every penny of that supermax contract. And this is
look at these numbers. 2027 to 28, 63.7 million. 2028, 68.8 million. Golly. He's going to be the richest of the rich. shout out to SGA. Well deserved. For a guy who's won his MVP and to be able to win the finals, getting that ring, that's the kind of contract that he definitely deserves. Now, I think he's going to be playing like that moving forward. He's still very, very young. Still going to continue to dominate the NBA for a very, very long time. I can't wait to see it. And I'm not even a Thunders fan. All right, let's continue. We got another 7-day contract player. Free agent guard Trey Mann has agreed to a 3-year, $24 million deal with the Hornets. Duncan Robinson, he's no longer a Miami Heat. He's going to the Pistons to a 3-year, $48 million deal. Any Pistons fans watching, how do y'all feel about this? I think that's a solid signing. Now, I think they did it to replace Malik Beasley. I heard there was like some news that apparently he did something like probably like stupid or something. I think it was like betting on games or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but probably just something stupid. Anyways, this is a nice replacement for Malik Beasley, Duncan Robinson. I think that could work out for Detroit. Detroit is trading Simone Fontecchio, sorry if I mispronounced the name, to Miami. So it was a trade. The Clippers are waiving center Drew Eubanks, and Eubanks plans to sign with the Sacramento Kings on a 1-year deal after he clears waivers. Okay. I guess that's another casual. Denver. Tim Hardaway Jr. has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Denver Nuggets. How y'all feel about this? Any Nuggets fans? Free agent forward Josh Minott has agreed to a 2-year, $5 million deal with the Boston Celtics. I have no idea who that is. Raptors Jacob Polt? I don't know how to say his last name. But he reached a $104 million extension. Is that the head coach, or is he like an offensive assistant or something? I'm going to guess he's a head coach, but hey, getting that bag. He getting that bag. Kings agreed to a $45 million with Dennis Schroeder. Now, I think the other times I used to watch Scooter, I think I call him like Scooter, like Dennis Scooter. But anyway, I guess that's a nice sign. He's a very good defender. I guess he can hit some shots, but there will be times where he can just fumble the ball in some of the most important games. So, oh yeah, here it is. Here we go. There goes my team. Milwaukee Bucks created wildcard acquisition for a long time Indiana Pacers center Miles Turner. Now, before I give my thoughts, let's watch this video.
What can you tell us about this news surrounding the Bucks?
I mean, a stunner today in the NBA. They have reached a 4-year, $107 million agreement with Indiana Pacers center Miles Turner. He was a free agent. They are picking him up in free agency, and in order to do so, they are waiving and stretching the $113 million on Damian Lillard's contract. This opportunity came out of nowhere for the Bucks. Miles Turner is the longest tenured Pacer.
Said it came out of nowhere.
10 years there. He wanted to remain in Indy, from my understanding. The Pacers...
Oh, Miles Turner never wanted to leave. He never wanted to leave the Pacers. So the Pacers said, no, screw you, go out the back door. You're done. That's literally what the Pacers said.
Made several offers that were below market value from what I understand. And so John Horst, as well as Turner's agent Austin Brown, they worked over the last 24 hours to figure out, is there a way, a creative way in a very scarce marketplace in right now salary cap around the league? Is there a way to bring Miles Turner to Milwaukee? And for the third time in Giannis Antetokounmpo's Milwaukee tenure, back in 2020, John Horst goes out and gets Jrue Holiday. 2023, Damian Lillard. This one was more serious this summer of 2025 because Giannis Antetokounmpo essentially was never as close as he's been to potentially leaving Milwaukee, and they go out and get a franchise caliber starting center.
What more can you tell us about Damian Lillard's future?
I mean, I'm told that Damian Lillard welcomed the release today. He welcomed this change of scenery that he's going to get.
There.
From a business perspective, he gets all
Damian
$113 million now owed to him. And then he also is going to be able to, for the first time in his career, pick his next destination. And in the meantime, as he rehabs that torn Achilles tendon, he's going to spend that time rehabbing in Portland around his family members. So this is going to be a lengthy rehab for Damian Lillard.
At least
but this is something he became open to today because it provides him the financial component, the freedom afterward to sign wherever he wants, and then, of course, now a change of scenery away from Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, honestly, you guys heard it right here. Since they released Damian Lillard, the Bucks still gotta pay him over $20+ million, depending on the team that Damian Lillard is going to be going to. Now, I am very, very, very surprised. Now, overall, my thoughts about all this. Now, we definitely needed a center, of course. Obviously, we got rid of Brook Lopez. Now, I appreciate everything that Brook Lopez has done. I remember that run that either 2020 or 2021, it was during COVID, that we were able to get that championship. Brook Lopez was a part of that. He was the one who helped that team being able to get that ring. So I definitely appreciate Brook Lopez for getting us the ring, bringing us the ring over in Milwaukee. So thank you, Brook Lopez, for everything you have done for Milwaukee. Wish you all but the best. But we already know he was pushing 40 there. But I appreciate for what he did. So we go on to get a younger center and Miles Turner. I guess it's an okay signing. I mean, we definitely need another big man for sure. But I don't know if I like this. Okay, I don't really know because I can't erase my mind for the fact that he was basically like a no-show in the finals. He didn't really show up in the finals, and probably not even in the conference finals either. Maybe he did in the first and second round. He did some things here or there, but the other rounds did little to nothing about that. So I think it's gonna be nice to see Miles Turner. Obviously, that's a lot of money. I mean, $107 million for this young center after being around with the team for 10 years. 10 years. Wow. I guess it'll be a nice thing to see. Seeing Miles Turner and Giannis hanging out together. If Giannis is going to be sticking around with the Milwaukee Bucks, I guess we'll see when time goes on. But that doesn't change anything for Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, even if we do make it to the playoffs, and here's the thing, I don't care how many wins we get on next season. Okay, I don't care. Now, we're obviously not going to be going under the top 3 seed in the East. Okay, so we can forget about that. And even if we do, even if we somehow, some way, if God says if Milwaukee Bucks would somehow, some way go into the top 3 seed, I would not care. I would not care. We are not going to be going back to the NBA Finals. Don't even come close to making the NBA Finals. Do you know why? Doc Rivers. I still don't understand why we decided to sign him in the first place. This guy is going to... Now, I know he's going to get us to the playoffs, but how far? One and done. Okay, so it doesn't matter who we get. Okay, I don't care who we get in the free agency. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. So, there you have it. Oh, and as for Damian Lillard, I appreciate everything that Damian Lillard has done. Obviously, a Hall of Famer. But by the way, this is another star. Once again, the Milwaukee Bucks are being dirty to some of these great players. I think they did with Chris Middleton going to the Wizards. My God, the Wizards stink. And they decided to send Chris Middleton over there. So I guess the Bucks front office is hoping that he might rot over there, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane for the Bucks to do. They traded away Jrue Holiday to Portland, thinking that he would rot over there. And then obviously he got traded to Boston Celtics, so good. I'm actually glad that Drew Holiday's going to be going to a good team, but I just hope it wouldn't be the Boston Celtics. I just wanted him to be good. But basically, the Bucks have been treating these players like they're scrubs. Just like they did to Damian Lillard. I mean, they just flat out cut him. Like, you cut him? You're going to cut a future Hall of Famer in Damian Lillard. Probably the closest thing next to Steph Curry. You're going to cut him? This is the respect that you're going to give him? Like, flat out cut him like he's nothing to you. Like, what? Like, the disrespect from this front office is wild. It is so wild, man. What are you going to do with Giannis assuming if he doesn't ask for a trade, what is the Bucks front office going to do? Now we're going to wait and see because we don't know if Giannis is going to be gone here or not, but this is crazy for the Bucks front office to do these moves like that. This is just crazy for the Bucks to be making these moves like that. I mean, disrespecting the former Bucks players like that. It's just insane. But I definitely appreciate Damian Lillard, man. When I first heard of the news that Damian Lillard is going to be Milwaukee Buck, I was extremely excited. I was very, very, very excited. And this was way before Doc Rivers came into Milwaukee Bucks as a head coach, by the way. Okay? And to be honest with you, I feel like if Adrian Griffin would not have been fired, then maybe the future might be bright. Maybe I would have been excited. But then after he got fired and when we got Doc Rivers, I was like, oh my God, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we first got Doc Rivers with Damian Lillard in there, I have a feeling that he's probably not going to be surviving over here in Milwaukee. And probably a majority of the players who were a part of the Bucks team. So, that kind of ruined it. But, thank you for Damian Lillard. I'm definitely going to be missing that Dame time. But unfortunately, now that he's out of Milwaukee, Dame time is officially up. And I'm very, very glad to see that he's going to be joining his family there again. And I'm so pulling my prayers up for a speedy recovery because obviously he's not going to be around for most of the season next year. Still trying to recover from that Achilles tear that he suffered in the first round of the playoffs. So, all y'all, any Milwaukee Bucks fans watching, send y'all prayers to Damian Lillard for a speedy recovery, and hopefully he becomes successful to wherever team that he goes to. But obviously, Damian Lillard is going to have a great future because even though he is cut from the Bucks still got to pay him $20+ million, even when he's going to be going on a different team. And even the other team, whatever team that Damian Lillard is going to be going to, they're going to be paying him. So he's going to get a double bag. Like 2 times the money bag that he will get. This guy's going to be rich, man. Woo! Man, bright future for Damian Lillard up ahead. So, I will definitely miss Damian Lillard and things he's done for the Milwaukee Bucks. Even though we did not get the results that we would have liked, I still going to be remembered Dame time in Milwaukee. It was definitely fun times. Alright, we got Toronto Raptors center Jakob Polt. Oh wait, I think I already seen this actually, I think I already seen this. Sandro, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. Agreed on a 2-year, $5.5 million deal with the Raptors. Oh, here's another sign. Free agent center Jericho Sims agreed to a 2-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, including a player option in the second season, sources tell ESPN. Does anybody know anything about this guy? Was he a part of the Milwaukee Bucks last season? I don't know anything about this guy, like, at all. Okay, I have no idea who this is. You already seen the Scooter. Oh yeah, Pat Connaughton. The Milwaukee Bucks are trading Pat Connaughton and 2 of their second-round picks. Dang, so we're not going to have any picks in 2031 and 2032? Anyways, you guys trade and those picks to the Charlotte Hornets for Vasilije Misic. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. Does anybody know who that guy is for the Charlotte Hornets? I don't watch any of the Hornets basketball games there at all, so I don't really know much of anything, especially with this guy. All I know is like LaMelo Ball, and I think that's pretty much it. Miles Bridges too, but I don't really know anybody else, especially Mystic. Like, is he good? Is he bad? Like, I don't know who that is. Free agent forward Gary Harris has agreed on a 2-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. Another one. Does anybody know who this guy is? Okay, a number of players who I don't know who's going with the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know any of them. The Kings are trading. Wait, maybe I have seen this, I think. Yeah, stunning. Very stunning. More on the Bucks GM. Free agent center Gershon Yabusele has agreed on a 2-year, $12 million contract with the New York Knicks. How y'all feel about this? Any Knicks fans watching? Obviously, we've seen this. Well deserved. Oh, we got this exercise. Yo, $52 million for a player is wild. But that's King James for a reason, though, right? He's the king. I don't think I'm going to watch it, though. I don't think. You guys can watch that tape if you want to, but I'm not going to. Alright, okay, this is from yesterday. Oh, excuse me. What did I say yesterday? I mean June 30th. June 30th. My bad. I don't know why I said yesterday. Gary Trent Jr., at least we got him back. Okay. Agreeing on a 2-year, $7.5 million deal to return to Milwaukee Bucks. He did show up in the playoffs, but then I remembered at the very end of Game 5, I want to say, he did fumble. He did fumble the ball. That was just an asinine end right there. But at least he be able to resign there with us. He did show up in the playoffs. He scored like 30 points in like 2 games of the first round, I believe. So that was impressive. That is impressive. So that's good that we brought him back. Still doesn't change anything though, unfortunately. Free agent forward Trendon Watford has agreed to on a 2-year, $5.3 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. Jordan Clarkson is expected to sign with the New York Knicks after he clears free agency. Now, I don't know why we decided to bring him back. I guess he brought him back here for some depth, I guess. Has he done much of anything for the Bucks last year? I don't know. He probably averaged like less than 10 points. So maybe there's something that I'm not seeing, but I don't think he was very good. Let's see, he wasn't not very good. 2 years, $7.1 million deal. Free agent center Mason Plumlee agreed to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal with the Hornets. Free agent special on Denver's major wake-up trade. Michael Porter Jr. to work for Cam Johnson. Okay, I did see this. I'm going to watch this.
What did happen today, because you broke some huge news. A trade in Denver. Michael Porter Jr. out. Cam Johnson in. What does this tell you about the direction of the Nuggets organization?
I'm told the Nuggets prioritize getting a fresh start, not only for Michael Porter Jr., but for their wing depth as well. And this is a major change from what we've known. They won a championship with Michael Porter Jr. in 2023.
I like this for the Nuggets.
But they wanted to have a fresh approach, a fresh start at that position. Nikola Jokic said at the end of the season he wanted some depth versatility. They get some 3-and-D play now with Cam Johnson as well. And they also reached agreement on a 1-year deal to bring back fan favorite, do-it-all forward Bruce Brown Jr. tonight as well, I'm told. So in the span of really the last couple hours, they
brought back Bruce Brown,
Cam Johnson,
too.
as well as Bruce Brown Jr. Michael Porter Jr. goes to Brooklyn.
Yeah, all of these moves tell me that Denver wants to capitalize on this window, and they want to catch up with the Oklahoma City Thunders, potentially the Houston Rockets in a crowded Western Conference. Sean, to what did happen today?
Yeah, I like these moves. I like these moves for the Nuggets. Bringing back Bruce Brown, I believe he was the part of helping the Nuggets win that championship in 2023, I want to say. Either 2023 or was it 2022? He was the guy who helped them win that championship. But bringing Cam Johnson after trading away Michael Porter Jr., now they had to pay like almost $40 million per year or something like that for Kevin Porter Jr., who barely did anything for the Nuggets the past few seasons, I believe. That would have been crazy. But bringing in Cam Johnson, I like that move. Now, I don't know if he was a starter for the Brooklyn Nets, but if he's not, Brooklyn Nets are drunk. If they weren't. Okay, I haven't watched any of Brooklyn Nets fans, so I don't really know if they started Cam Johnson. But in case if they don't, Cam Johnson deserves to start. This is a guy who averages like 20 points per game there on the season here, man. So, and they say he's like a depth piece. I think he deserves to start. Even if he's not, that's a good addition for the Nuggets. Hey, don't be surprised if they find their way back to the conference finals this next upcoming season. Any Nuggets fans, how y'all feel about this move? You feel like this is a right move here for the Nuggets? Trading Michael Porter Jr. to get Cam Johnson? I think it is. Trae Young reach out to Kennard and Nickel Alexander Walker to help recruit them to the franchise. I don't know who they are. We got Luke Kennard agreed to a 1-year, $11 million deal with the Atlanta Hawks. I'm a bit sleepy there. Ugh. Nigel Hayes Davis. We got free agent guard Tyus Jones has agreed to a 1-year, $7 million deal with the Orlando Magic. I guess that's another 7-day casual. Atlanta is sending a 2027 second-round pick via Cleveland. Excuse me. And cash to Minnesota to acquire Nickel Alexander Walker via sign and trade for 4 years and $62 million deal. Sheesh. How do you guys feel about this move? To any Hawks fans. Luke Garza, not Doncic, Garza, agreed to a 2-year, $5.5 million fully guaranteed deal with the Boston Celtics. Wait, I think I've seen this one, actually. Oh, here it is. Brook Lopez agreed to a 2-year, $18 million deal with the LA Clippers. Yo, how many old guys do the Clippers have? I know they got James Harden. They got Kawhi Leonard on the team. Do they got Russell Westbrook? I think they do. How many old guys do they have, and how many old guys do they need? Now, good. Best of luck there, Brook Lopez. Okay, thank you. All right, but best of luck to Brook Lopez, though. We got Karis Levert has agreed to a 2-year, $29 million deal with the Detroit Pistons. Free agent center Clint Capella has agreed to a 3-year, $21.5 million deal with the Houston Rockets. This might be a decent, solid signing. That might be a solid signing. Any Rockets fans watching this, how y'all feel about this? You think it's a good signing? I think it might be pretty good. Free agent center Luke Cornett agreed to a 4-year, $41 million deal with the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, and end of an era in Golden State with Kevin Looney. Agreed to a 2-year, $16 million deal with New Orleans Pelicans. I think the Falcons might have a good one. They got a good one, I think. Okay. Russell will have a player option in the second season of his 2-year, $13 million deal with the Mavericks. D'Angelo Russell, actually. 2-year, $13 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. I ain't gonna lie, they got himself a squad. The Mavericks got himself a squad. Obviously got Anthony Davis if he's healthy. We'll see if Klay Thompson can still have some things left on the tank. When Kyrie Irving comes back, now I don't think he's gonna be around for most of the season because he's still healing. I don't remember what injury it was. Was it his Achilles or was it his ACL that he suffered right before the playoffs? It's just so unfortunate. Very unfortunate, man. But when he comes back, you have him, D'Angelo Russell. The Mavericks could make some noise. They could make some noise. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I did see this. Bruce Brown Jr. 1-year deal with the Nuggets. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, now this I like this. I like this. Kevin Porter Jr. This guy looked nice for the Bucks. He looked really, really nice, at least defensively. Defensively, he looked really, really good on the Bucks. Kevin Porter Jr. agreed to a 2-year, $11 million deal to return to the Milwaukee Bucks, with a player option in 2026-27, sources tell ESPN. I like that move. Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., those are just my priorities that I hope they would return if we would somehow, some way get back to a championship, which I don't think we're going to do. That's just my opinion. But regardless, I definitely like these signings right here, especially with Kevin Porter Jr. Definitely fire. Free agent guard Ty Jerome has agreed to a 3-year, $28 million deal with the Memphis Grizzlies. Congratulations to the casual. See this. Trey Jones agreed to a 3-year, $24 million deal to return to the Chicago Bulls. How do Chicago Bulls fans feel about this? Jake LaRavia agreed to a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Lakers. Oh, they actually did make a move. I actually don't know who that is, though, unfortunately. We got the Memphis Grizzlies and guard Cam Spencer have agreed to a 2-year, $4.5 million fully guaranteed contract. All right. Dorian Finney-Smith, no longer a Laker, agreed to a 4-year, $53 million deal with the Houston Rockets. Any Rockets fans watching, how y'all feel about that move? Paul Reed, a.k.a. Ball Paul, has agreed to a 2-year, $11 million deal to return to Detroit Pistons. Okay. Grizzlies to extend Jaren Jackson Jr. on the 240 M's max deal. Hey, they getting their bag. This guy right here is getting that bag. Sheesh. I still like to know how these teams' front offices are getting their money from. Like, where they're getting their money from. I still would like to know. But still, that's great that he got it. Okay, that's Shams watching his phone. Keep an eye on the news. Quite the busy man. Mike Brown. Okay. Jordan Clarkson is finalizing a contract buyout with the Utah Jazz. Hope he finds a good contending team. Nicholas Batum, whoever he is, Attends to sign a 2-year, $11.5 million deal to return to the LA Clippers. Big man Day'Ron Sharpe intends to sign a 2-year, $12 million deal to return to the Nets. Oh, Joe Ingles intends to sign a 1-year, $3.6 million deal to return to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Did we have him last year or the year before? I think it was the year before, in fact. Right? Guard Colin Gillespie intends to sign a guaranteed 1-year contract to return to the Phoenix Suns. Jazz away with Johnny Jutens. I have no idea who that is. Started 18 games, averaged 8 points in 20 minutes. So, I'm not sure if I would call him a casual. Probably a little bit less than a casual, but. Zaire Williams intends to sign a 2-year, $12 million deal to return to the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe I did look into that. There's a free agent. Okay, is there anything else? Houston Rockets and Jabari Smith reach agreement to a 5-year, $122 million rookie extension. Wow. Wow. The rookie extension? Sheesh. Sheesh. Congrats to him. Wow. 122 M's. Oh, there we got Bobby. Signing that $44 million deal with the Bucks. Welcome back to Milwaukee Bucks, Bobby Portis. Obviously great to see him still sticking around in Milwaukee. Honestly, thought that he was going to be gone, but I'm actually surprised that he brought back. Now, how does the Milwaukee Bucks have all this money? I thought they don't have that much space, especially with that damn little contract. Who those now gone, and they still got Giannis' contract up. So how are they getting all this money? I don't understand how this business this here work, but apparently it's working out for them. Yes, at least we got Bobby Portis coming back, so at least we get to still hear those chants. Bobby. At least we get that. But once again, like I said before, doesn't change anything to what I think about this team moving forward. 11-time NBA All-Star James Harden feared the beard, declining his player option and intends to sign a new 2-year, $81.5 million contract return to the LA Clippers. So yeah, he's going to be sticking around still with the Clippers. Alright. OCT signed guard AJ Mitchell to a new 3-year contract worth nearly $9 million after declining his 2025-26 team option. Knicks picking up the $2 million option for center Ariel Huckporty. Okay. Hawks declining Dominic Barlow's team option for $2.2 million, making him a free agent. 76ers guard Eric Gordon declined $3.4 million player option. Utah Jazz are trading Colin Sexton and a 2030 second round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Jusuf Nurkic. How do any of you guys feel about this, and who won this trade? Whoa, Julius Randle signed a new $100 million deal with the Wolves. I actually did see this. He actually did some good things with the team. He really did. Now, sure, he's going to be disappeared in some games, particularly some big games, but I think he did some good here or there. He did some good things. So, I guess it's worth it there, so I guess. Yeah, obviously Duncan Robinson declined, and you already know where he's going to. 76ers forward Kelly Oubre Julius picking up his $8.4 million player option for next season. Oh, Jalen Williams signed a new 3-year, $24 million contract extension. Hey, you earned it. You definitely earned it. Okay, got yourselves that ring. You love to see it. Okay, so that is pretty much all of the news that was going on to this NBA free agency. There was some mid news there, but also some wild ones, especially with the Damian Lillard news there, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got here for this free agency. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and also please subscribe. And until next time, this is Cam Chillin', and I am signing off. Peace.